Hey everybody, and welcome back to Investment Honey, where we talk about various crypto projects. Before we begin, I want to let you know that I'm not your financial advisor. I do not provide financial advice on the channel, and I don't even encourage you to invest. But what I'm going to do is share with you my own personal opinion and views on the projects discussed on the channel. So we're looking at Echo AI. They do have a pre-sale that's going to be launching soon. So we're going to take you on over to Pink Sale. So here we go. This is the Echo AI fair launch. It will be a fair launch, meaning we get a soft cap. Now that soft cap is going to be sitting here right at 10 ETH. Okay, so we can see a couple of buttons, associated with it. One is going to be on the audit. So as far as the audit is concerned, it did pass with no higher or medium severity issues. They do have a certificate of KYC that's going to be through Solid Proof. So you can just go ahead and click on the link and it'll take you directly, to see that certificate if that's something you're interested in doing, which I personally advocate that you should always take a look at the audit and the KYC if they've got them. Now, it says this is going to be upcoming. Pre-sale is going to start in just over 22 hours from the time of doing the video. We get their socials here. It also says that Echo AI, the future of Telegram community growth, is going to be a zero tax token, no team tokens, fully audited, CMC, CG fast tracking, liquidity lock for a year, no private sale, massive marketing campaign, profit sharing up to 40% among holders, from the bot sales, KYC by Solid Proof completed, which I already mentioned. Docs team, tier 1 callers, multiple ads are live. We're going to be going live, YouTube campaign, Twitter trending, and DEX tools and AlphaDEX trending. Okay, so again, please keep in mind this is going to be ETH. So as you know, we don't encourage you to invest in this channel, but if you are going to, please do so from an informed position. And you also need to know that this, because it's on the ETH mainnet, will require ETH, to engage with the pre-sale. So with that being said, we can see here the soft cap of 10 ETH. All right, so we get a video here, but you guys know that I don't play videos on the channel. So if that's something you want to engage with, make sure that you do that on your own as you're viewing the content here. Status here, we see it's an incoming sale. Okay, sale type is going to be public. Current rate, we don't have one yet, and the max contribution is going to be 0.4 ETH. Okay. So we see some of that information also reiterated here. Liquidity lockup time, again, is going to be 365 days after the pool ends. And then looking at their token distribution, nothing really there that concerns me. So we're going to jump on over to the documentation. So let's see here. We want to take a look here at the tokenomics and the roadmap. So here we go. Let's take a look at the roadmap first. So this is basically what they've given you in terms of information for the roadmap. Milestone 1 is going to be the initial development of pre-sale prep. This stage is going to involve completing the core development of the platform and preparing the pre-sale phase through marketing and the investor outreach. Second one is going to be pre-sale and launching of the token. This phase is going to include conducting pre-sale phase and distributing tokens to participants, as well as launching the Echo AI token on the ETH network. Third milestone is going to be community expansion and engagement during the stage. Marketing community strategies will be implemented to attract and engage users, while partnerships and collaborations will be fostered to expand the ecosystem reach. All right, and then the fourth one, we get platform enhancements and feature updates, continuous improvement of the platform, AI platform based on user feedback and market conditions, including new features and functionalities to enhance the user experience. And then in the last one, we see exchange listings and liquidity provision. The final stage involves securing listings, on the major crypto exchanges to enable wider accessibility and trading, of the Echo AI tokens, as well as establishing and maintaining liquid pools to ensure sufficient liquidity within the ecosystem. So, all right, that takes us through the roadmap. However, looking at this roadmap, the one thing that I see, that I would love to see, but we don't see, right, is going to be the time frames, and we don't see anything that indicates, what they've already done. So whether the roadmap is going to be on the main page or it's going to be, in its own dedicated document, we want similarities between the two. We want them to match each other, right? But we also want to have people come to the documentation and see that progress is actually being made, which we can't see that and in this current iteration, of the roadmap. All right, so if we look at token supply and allocation, we can see what the allocation here is, 40 million or 400 million. Team and development allocation, we see 100 million. Marketing and community allocation, we see another 100 million. Centralized exchange listings allocation, 70 million. And liquidity pool tokens is going to be 207 million. All right, so we also get a graphic here. That gives us some information. This is essentially what I already read already, where the tokens are going to, right? All right, so I need to be able to close this. All right, good enough. So that pretty much takes us through, I think the things that I really wanted to cover with you in regards to Echo AI. So again, they've got that fair launch that's going to be coming up in just over 22 hours from the time we're doing the video. So if this is something you think you might be interested in, definitely take a look at any of the content creators that may be talking about it so that you can operate from a much more informed position in terms of evaluating if this is something you want to take a serious look at. Now, the other thing that I would mention is that I'm going to leave the relevant links, in the description below. Also keep in mind, for those of you that may not be aware, I have started a call channel as part of the Investment Honey ecosystem of things associated with this channel. And so if you have not learned about that through the community tab, on the on my channel page, make sure that you especially if you want to see some different types of projects, because the call channel doesn't have, I don't call some of the projects in the call channel, I don't put them anyplace else. I don't put them on Twitter, I don't put them on YouTube. So you need to make sure that if you are enjoying this channel, definitely take a look at what's going on YouTube. I posted one on YouTube. I think it was yesterday, the day before. Went from like 4K on the market cap to 22K, and it wasn't highlighted anyplace else. So same thing here on YouTube. There are things that are highlighted here that are not highlighted on any other channel, and there are things that are highlighted on the call channel, and that channel has certainly already seen some gains already. Amassed over 100 subscribers in the first 7 days. It's less than 10 days old now at the time of doing the video, and I think we're sitting at like 145 subscribers. So the channel's growing there, as are some of my other channels, and again, I post different projects, on the various channels. So just make sure if you want to see more things, like if you don't see me active, here on YouTube sometimes, it may be because I'm focusing more, on the call channel or on Twitter. So just keep that in mind. But thanks so much for watching. Just wanted to make sure that you had all that information before we ended the video. With that being said, you all enjoy the day and stay safe out there in the world of crypto.